All right, I'm going to do my best to explain this to you and send it to you, so maybe it'll make sense. So, we have bought a sub, and Jay and Carla are going to split it. That sub is half vegetarian and half meatball. But the problem is they don't value it the same. Jared values meatball, this part, 3 times more than he values vegetarian. So in a way, if you think about it, in Jared's mind, vegetarian is worth X, and meatball is worth 3X. Okay, because he values this 3 times more. He's willing to pay 3 times the cost. But in his mind, he has to split it so that no matter which piece he gets, he feels like he's been treated fairly. So if he split it in half, he wouldn't feel like he'd been treated fairly if he got the veggie side. And he wouldn't be getting too much if he gets the meatball side. Because the problem with divide or chooser is you divide, but you don't know what the other person values. He does not know that Carla is a vegetarian. So, in a way, when I think about it, I think about splitting it in half. And I say, okay, this side is X, and this side is 3X. So in a way, in his mind, I could split this into 3 parts, X, X, and X. This piece of meatball is equal to this whole vegetarian. So he'd be willing to take a smaller slice of meatball just to get a meatball, okay? So we have an X, this big vegetarian, and we have 3 kind of pieces to meatball because this meatball, again, is 3 times what this is. So in a way, we have an X, and then we have 3 X's. So it's kind of like in his mind, there's 4 parts. So to be fair, he's going to have to split it here because he would consider that fair because he would see it as getting, okay, I'm getting 2 pieces of meatball, or I could get a small piece of meatball and a big vegetarian, which would make it equal. Now the problem is we have to figure out where is this cut inchwise. So we know between 6 and 12, there are 6 inches in there. So if we divide that, each section is worth 2 inches. So 2 inches, 2 inches, and 2 inches. So this first slice goes all the way to here. So it's 6 inches plus 2 more inches. So he'd make that slice from 0 to 8 and 8 to 12. Because in his mind, that feels fair. Because this meatball, again, the side of this meatball is 3 X's. So it's kind of 3 slices for him. He values the small slice of meatball as much as he values this big vegetarian. So when I think about this in a way, I think about like a cake. I love the roses on a birthday cake. So I would rather have a small piece of cake with a rose, or give me a big edge because they always have a lot of icing. So the next question is, what would Carla choose? Well, this is kind of an easy question. Would she choose this kind of slice 1 from here to here, or slice 2 from here to here? Well, of course she's going to choose slice 1 because it has the vegetarian. But now the next question is, what would Carla pay? Well, in Carla's mind, this meatball is worth nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, because none of the meatball, even this little slice she has to take, is worth nothing. But this vegetarian is where all her value is. And since in her mind that sub is $5, she's willing to pay $5 for this slice 1 just so she can get that vegetarian. All right, let's see if that helps you.